Hello, my name is Rajat Talesra and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is part 2 of Cron Job Parser. I created a video earlier to this in which I explained what are cron jobs, how are they different from background jobs and basic guidelines around it, right? Now we will create our own cron job. Okay, I am using JavaScript. You can use any other framework that language, that's completely fine. But the concept will almost remain same. Okay, and I will try to write the code in as easy way as possible. Okay, so let's see. Before we go into that, do comment, like, share, and definitely subscribe because I've been noticing that only 25% of our viewers are subscribed. So please consider subscribe. I've been putting content on in a lot of things, and recently I've been doing in Ruby on Rails and React. I think I'll move on towards system design. I'll move on towards GraphQL, um Node, Next.js. So I have a lot of things planned. It's just that I need enough time to create all those things. So yeah, that's it. Let's start. So the baseline for this is that user will enter some number, some format of cron expression. So it can be star, 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 star. The first one represents the minute, second one represents the hour, third one represents the day of the month, like 1 to 31 days, then the month 1 to 12 month, and the last one is week, Monday to Sunday to Saturday. Okay, and finally another will be expression. Okay, so basically in my case I'm assuming there are six parts. Okay, generally there are minimum six parts. You can go beyond this also. So cron expressions can have more than these parts also. So let's first try to get that input and then we'll move on as you go ahead. Okay, so I'll just create a simple main function and call that. So const main. Okay. Now I want to take input in our terminal. Okay. So when I run this code, I should be able to take input. So I'll run it by using node main.js and then I will write, let's say, a string which has star, 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 3, 4, 5, and the expression. Okay. So let's see. I'll have to check whether we need to include the string or not because we'll see. No issues. So let's say cron expression equals to, let me check actually, const node equals to process dot argv 0, const main equals to process dot argv 1, console dot log. I'm just printing this node comma, sorry, comma node, and let's see what's the value of this main. Let me write it like this actually. Okay, let's see. So I'll write node main.js, enter, and we can see the argument one is node, argument two is main.js. Okay, so if I write something like this to cron expression, and let's see. So basically, using process.argv, we are able to take the uh, input that user is given in this terminal. Okay, so I'm just trying to decode from that thought process. Let's see. Clear. Okay, the last one is undefined because we passed only two parameters. The first one is this, second one is this. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll write star, 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 star. Now, if I click on it, the argument first is main, second is main.js, and third one is main.js. So maybe I need to pass this as a string. And let's press enter. And now we can see that argument 2 is this. So basically now the thought process is clear that from argument 2, I can take my cron expression that I need, the 5 stars followed by stars, or it can be any pattern, followed by the command. Okay, so let's do that. Now we don't need these. I was just trying to understand this. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. Cron expression. Let me quickly do Google search. Validate cron expression in JS. Okay. I just want to check whether the input is a cron expression or not. If it takes too much time, we will avoid the validation and in the end just do Google ChatGPT based search or something. Okay. Okay, I'm unable to find anything, so let's not waste time in that. Let's not validate for now. It should not be definitely, it should not be hide because it's just one thing. Uh, so what I'll do is, I've got my cron expression. Now, I want to decode it into six parts so that I can understand the first part is minute, second part is hour, all those things I can decode at the same time. The last part, which is the expression, I'll separate it out. So what I'll do is here is, let me think. I'll create a function here const past cron expression, and in this I'll take cron expression, and from this I'll create the decoded version of it. So for example, past cron expression, pass the cron expression in it, and from this I should get past cron expression. Okay, parse cron expression, or maybe I should write decode cron expression just for simplicity. So what it means is that once I have the expression, it's a string right now. Now I want to convert that string into a proper minute, hour, those kind of parameters. So that would be the result of past cron. Okay. So let's do that. For that, what I will do is I'll first try to separate this. So I know that each and every one of these is separated by space. So let's focus on that. Okay. Console. Let's not do console. Const. First one will be minute. Second one will be hour. I think it's an array. So let's put an array to it. Minute, hour, day of month. Minute, hour, day of month. Let me quickly check that. Cron tab. Day, hour, day of month, month and day of week. And finally, command. So our array will have all these values, right? And we just have to split this cron expression dot split split by space. Okay. So let's see if I have this correctly. Console dot log minute, minute, hour, day of the month, 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 day of the week, command. Okay. So let's try to understand this. Our main point is simple, that if user has given a particular cron expression, we are able to run that particular command at that particular frequency. Okay. So let's do this again. User when find. It can be any command. It doesn't need to be correct. It can be just a string. For right now, we'll just treat it as a string. So let me write hello. And what we'll do is we'll just execute this hello string again and again. Enter. Now we have this star and hello. Let me try this again. I'll try minute as 59, hour as 12, then 31 as date, then month can be 12, and this can be 0 as the Sunday. Enter, and now we have all these things. So basically we are able to split this. Now we have to basically use our brain to decode that. So what I will do is we have to decode a specific field, and each field, these are field. Okay, minute field, let me write it like this. Okay, minute. So each of these are field, and they have a very specific way of, they have a very specific pattern. The pattern is that all of them, all five of them, except the command, can have star values, can have comma, can have dash, can have slash. Okay. They have a minimum value. For example, minute has a minimum value of 0 and maximum of 59. Hour has a minimum value of 0, maximum of 23. Day has a minimum value of 1 and maximum 31. So they have a fixed pattern. So I'll try to pass that pattern to a particular code and then see how we can focus it. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll const decode field. Okay. Now in this, the should I take the name? I don't think I will need the name, which one it is. So for now, what I will do is I'll take the value. Okay. So the value will be field. Yeah. Let's So if the minute, whatever the minute value is, that will be passed as a field. It will have a minimum value, minimum. It will have a maximum value, and that's it for now. For now, that's it. So what I'm thinking is, I know you, it might get confusing for someone who is seeing this for the first time. My thought process here is that I want to decode this field, which is this minute that I have gotten, past that. The minimum value of minute is 0, the maximum value of minute is 59. And based on this, if a user has written star here, okay, if the user has written star, the value of this decode field should be an array consisting values from 0 to 59. Okay, if they have written 5, 10, and 15, then the value of that array should be 5, 10, and 15. So const minute field. Okay, or yeah, minute field should be fine. So now let's try to decode one of these, and later on we'll focus on the other ones also. Okay, and I'll also write const console dot log minute field, minute field. Okay, let me run this code. Obviously for now the minute field will be undefined. Why? Because the decode field is not returning anything. And as I mentioned that it will be an array of various values. So let's focus on that. That result will be an empty array. Okay, and return result. Okay, I'll first cover the simplest case, which says that the value is star. So that means this field, which is the minute in our case, let's remove all these, which is this minute in the first case. If that minute, which is the field, is star, what we'll do is we'll iterate over this min and max, which is 0 and 59, and add all those values to results. So just bear with me, see it for the first time, and then you will maybe start relating. So if field equal to star, if it is equals to star, what I want to do is for let I equals to min to I less than equals to max is 59, we have to include it, so less than equals to max colon I plus plus. Okay, it's a for loop, and in this result dot push takes items. Yeah, so result dot push I. Now let's see. Clear. I need star at all places just to check initial things. Star, 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 star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter. And we can see minute field is 0 to 59. Okay, and that's what we wanted. That I want an array of all the possible values based on the value that user has given. Okay, so if I will do for other things also, like the hour and all those things, in those things also I should get minimum to maximum values, right? So let's try to quickly do that. Okay, let's do hour, day of the month, hour, month, day of the week. Yes, day of the week, FILD, month, field, day of the month, field, and finally hour, FIELD. Okay, field. And let's log them. Hour field, hour field. And now we'll just focus on changing the min and max value of it, and that should work. Okay, so let's do that correctly and see if our code is correct. So hour is 0 to 23, day of the month is 1 to 31, day of the month is 1 to 12, and day of the week is 0 to 6, which is 0 to 6 means Sunday to Saturday. So let's see what's the result. And we can see 0 to 59, okay, 0 to 23, correct, 1 to 31, all the days of the month, correct, months, all the 12 months, correct, and 0 to 6, all the days of the week. Great. So basically, we have just covered the star value now. Now we need to cover comma, dash, slash, all these things, okay? So let's see. Which one should I cover next? Maybe let's do star or comma only, okay? Else if field dot includes Let me think. Should I do dash or should I do comma? List of separator values, so comma, list of range, dash. Dash we will do later because it can come in step values also, I think. Yes, we'll have to check. So what I want to do is I want to try out is comma, right? So I'll write 15, comma 30. So at minute 15, at 30, at 40. Okay. And so all these minutes will get executed. Okay. Now, can I mix it? 40 to 45. Okay, I can mix it. So dash is something that should come later, and comma is something that should come right now. So let's focus on comma first, because dash can be part of this range also. Dash can be part of step values also. So we'll focus on comma first. If it is there, then we will have to think whether it is a single value or whether it has a dash also, and we'll keep on figuring out accordingly. Okay. So let's do this. Great. Dot includes comma. If it includes comma, that means there are at least two separate values, correct? So in this case, if it has a comma, I'll have to split them based on comma. So this is first 15, this is second 30, this is third, which is 40 to 45. So const separate lists. Yeah, they can be list. Each one of them can be list, right? So separate lists equals to field dot split by comma. Okay. So for example, console dot log separate lists. If I take this same case, copy this, okay, and instead of this, I'll write it here and press enter. Separate list is 15, 30, and 45. So now I'll have to check for each value whether it contains dash or not. Okay. So dot each dot for each list. Okay. So for each list, which is like can be 15, can be 30, can be 40 to 45, I'll have to check whether it contains dash or not. If list dot contains, dot includes dash, that means it's a ranged list value. Else, it's a single value. And if it is a single value, we can add it to result. Okay. So let's see again. Our minute field was empty. At least in this minute field, we should get 15 and 30 because we have written the else case. So let's do this. You can see 15 and 30. So now we just have to cover up this range case, right? So range case, as I mentioned, that it is a repetitive thing. It will happen for this also again, this one also. So what I'll do is I'll create a function const range values equals to start value, end value. We'll just keep it simple, and it should const range values equals to, it's an empty array. Now in this, we just have to iterate over this start to end value and it should give us, basically it's similar to this. So I'll just copy this actually and return values. Here it should be start value and it should be end value. So what I will do is range values result dot push range values 0, nope, min to max. Basically the previous one has been changed to this one. So hope it should work. Okay, we are getting some field, so we have to do this for here also. So I'll just copy this, paste it here, and it should work. But the min and max will change. It should be const start range value and range value. Okay, I've used a space separator, right? So this is a space separator. So if I'll split them by space, the first value will be the start value, second will be the end value, similar to what we did here, exactly similar to this. Okay, so list dot split this. So start value, end value. Let's see our result. Clear. So for minute field, we have 15, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, but it is an array. So I think I'll have to flatten it. Maybe this should give us correct 40 to 45. Yes, this will flatten it, but okay, these are strings and these are numbers. So that's the difference. Okay, let's fix that. Which one are string? 15, 30, and 40 are string. 15, 30, and 40, this list. So if it is a this, I'll have to parse int list. I'm just creating an happy case, which means that the expression is correct. If someone has written incorrectly, you will have to cover all the edge cases, whether someone has written A. So A is not a integer, it cannot be converted to integer, so we will get errors for those. Okay, clear. It worked, but for 40 it is still not working, so we'll have to convert this also. Parse int dot, I can use dot map to number. I'll just map all those values to number. So 40, 41. Okay, great. So we have 15, 30, 40, 15 and 30 from here, and 40 to 45, 40 to 45 from here. Great. So now I can get rid of this console. We don't need that. So we have covered the comma case also. Now we need to cover the third case, which is dash, which we have technically covered. It's just that we have to cover it at this place also. Else if field dot includes dash, if it includes dash, we have to do something like this only. We just have to split this value. We just have to split this field value and check. Okay. So what I'll do is for the month, I'll do this. Third one is month, right? Day of the field. Yes. So I'll do 21 to 30. Okay. Or first 10 days, 1 to 10. And let's see. 1 to 10. Okay. So minute field is done. This is done. Great. And we have this as dash is done. Now we just have to focus on the slash part. So let's focus on that also. We are really close actually. Else if field dot includes, if it includes slash, then it will have two parts. The right part will be the divisor, so it will be like step 15, gap between various values. Like if I say the step is 15, that means the values will be, for minute values will be 0, then next one will be 15, then next one will be 30, next one will be 45, and next one again will be 0. Okay, so the right part of this will be step, and the left part can be range or comma separated values again. Okay, I think you can cover these things. I'll just do one thing. I'll just use range 3 every minute from 40 to 43, every third minute. So this can, this will be the range and this one will be this. Okay, this is how the step will be. Right one will be step. So if I write something like 30, it will be every third minute from 30 to 45, which means 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45. Okay, so left one will be a range, right one will be the step. Okay, so let's split that. Const range and right one will be step value equals to field dot split slash. We just have to split that at slash. Okay, so this one will be the range, this one will be the, sorry, this one will be our step value. Now we have to decode range also. So instead of range, it can be star also. That's what I thought. If it is star, every third minute, 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, all the way till 57. Yes. So now this range can be anything. So if range equal to star. Now, if range is equals to star, it's similar to this, but the only difference is earlier we were making increments. We were going from minimum to maximum by increasing one value here, plus plus. So just incrementing one, 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 one. Okay, one, two, 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 three, 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 four, five, six, seven, those kind of things. Now we have to do it in a step, like 0, 3, 6. So we have to increase the step value. So what I will do is I'll pass the step value, and the default value for that will be 1. So if we are not using it anywhere, I equals to I plus step value. If we are not using any step value, the increment will be by 1. And if we are passing step value, we can control this in a very easy way. So let's use this again. Range values, yes. Start range value. So start range value will be this min only because we have written star. Okay. And the max value will be this max only. But the only difference is now it will be in step values. Okay. So let's try this. I'll copy this, clear, and it might be a bit confusing, but let's stick to it. One, let me, okay, so I've changed it a bit. Every 15 and 30 minutes past third hour. Okay, let's enter. Every 15 and 30th minute, that's correct, 15 and 30th minute past third hour. So 0, 0, 3. Okay, this has not worked. It should be 0, 3, 6, 9, all the way up to 21. So that the problem should be because of step value should be a number. So parse int, let's see again, clear. Now we have 0 to 21. Okay, so I hope now it is starting to make sense. We mentioned two values, those two values are here. We mentioned start to 3 for hour, which means every third hour. So 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. We mentioned star, 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 which means all the values for day of the month field. This is not working. Maybe because there are two stars here, two spaces here. Yes, two spaces creating issue. Again, as I said, I'll take the happy path because I don't have that much time. You can easily tackle these things. It's not a big deal. Just add a regex checks and manipulate those things. Okay, great. So if it was a star, we have covered it. If it is not a star, it will be equal to this case. Else, it will have a start range value and a range value. We have to use range. Okay, range will be equals to whatever we decide. So let me use this example. Clear. Star 3 for hour. Let's focus on hour. We have this correct. Now instead of star 3, I want to include hours only between morning 9 to late night 8, 8 p.m. which is 20. So now our field is not working. 9 to 20 slash 3. This should be 9 to 20. This should be slash 3. So let me console log this. Console. Let me check this start. And range value. Let's see. We don't have any console log. That means this case is not getting covered. Why is this not getting covered? So I'll have to console log here also to understand what is happening here. Range, range, step value, step value, step value. Okay, something is wrong. Am I not giving any? Okay, I got the problem. We are using this slash, right? So what is happening is before going to this, okay, in this particular field, it is first checking for dash and then slash. So first it finds the dash, and because of it, it is creating the problem. So I think this else case should come after this. The the slash should get the priority. So now we have our field from 9 to 20, and we mentioned it from 9 to 20 only. But the step value, which is 3, has not been included. Step value is 3, start range is 9, and end range is 20. So our field is incorrect. I'll have to check what the values are. Wait. So if we go at the top, step value, this, the first values is 9 to 20, and all the one are this. So 9 to 20 is for this, and we don't want that to be 9 to 20. It should be step 3, which is slash 3, right? So what is the step value in this case? Console.log. Okay, step value is 1, 1. Okay, 3. It is 3, but I think it is a string. The color difference is suggesting that it is a string. So where are we calling this step value? We are calling it here. Should I convert it to number? Why is it not working? I equals to I plus parse int, which is step value. Let's not step value. We have passed this step value in range values if we are using star and slash. I have a meeting in 20 minutes, so I'll just have to finish it quickly. Include slash all the way for range star, and this case should get covered. Okay, I'm not including the value here, that's why. That was the issue. This parse we don't need because we have already passed it. Clear. And hour 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay, let me clear all the console logs so that it's visible correctly. It can become a confusing first time, but I will highly encourage you to write it on your own because it's a good practice. Okay, so first one is 15, 30, 15, 30, 9 to 20, but the gap should be 3. So 9 to 20, 9, 12, 15, 18. That's it. And star, star, so all the values are covered. Okay, great. So we have covered star, comma, dash, dash. Now there are integer values, right? So for example, if I'm writing just 15, what will happen? So that I should cover here. Else, the field will just be a number. So result dot push should be parse int field. Okay, so let's see. Clear. Let's check the last case also. Here I'll pass 5, which is Saturday, and the result is 5. Great. So now we have all the required fields. We have passed this correctly. Great. Now what I'll do is I'll create an object for it so that I can clearly share it. Return minute field. Hour should be hour field. Day of month should be day of the month field. Month field should be month field, but I'll name it month. Great. We have created this object. So now here we'll get the decoded result. Clear, sorry, console.log clear run, and we have got the past expression, which is this entire expression. Okay. Now with this help, we can write a function to execute this at a regular interval. For example, the minimum gap between any two values, even if we write star, 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 will be 1 minute because we are using minute here, which is the least value, and the gap between a 1 minute is 60 seconds, right? So what we can do is for every 60 seconds, we can check whether it is part of this past cron expression or not. Okay, if the particular time, the combination of all these denotes various sorts of time. Okay, so if any particular time is available in this, we can say that that particular time we can execute a command, otherwise we cannot. Okay, let me pass command also. Okay, last one will be command that we completely missed just because we we are not focused on that. We just have to execute it, but at a correct time. So now I need to run this infinitely. Now, if I need to run this infinitely, yes, I'll have to run this infinitely. So while, but that's the issue. Running it infinitely is the issue. But a cron job should run infinitely, correct? If it stops somewhere, it stops. Okay, whenever I write this, I get really afraid just because I'll have to end the process, all those kind of risky things. So let's write true for now. Now, set interval in JS. Set interval or set timeout. Yes, set interval after call hello world every second. Yes. So for every second, we want to call should run cron job function. Okay. Whether it should run a cron job or not. So we will have to check whether it's applicable or not. Okay. So what we will do is we'll pass this cron expression in this. Okay, and because this cron expression contains all the combination of all the dates possible, we'll get the current date first. Const date, actually now I'll just write now equals to date, current date in JavaScript. Yes, new date, correct. So it will give me the current value. Now in this I'll do couple of changes. Const now, sorry, not now, now dot set milliseconds. I'll change that to 0 because we don't need any milliseconds. The lowest value is seconds. It should also be 0. Okay, now what should I do? I should compare this time, checking whether it is available in this or not. So what I'll have to do is, it might be a bit confusing, but let's start. If time, let me write it like this, time matches, which should be this, and actually, yeah, it would be complicated. Let's keep it simple. Past cron expression dot, we have minute dot, it's an array, right? So dot includes, either includes or contains. Check if item exists in array in JS. I get confused between these types of things, contains or includes and all. So includes should work. Great. So includes, if it includes now dot minute. If it includes now dot minute, that means we have passed one condition that at least the minute one is working. But we will have to check it for many things. We will have to check it for hour. Okay. We will have to check it for month, day of the month. So day of the month. Then we will have to check it for after day of the month, what should come? Month. And after that, day of the week. I think I'm making mistake. It's suggesting me incorrect things. So get day, week, day in from date. in JS. Yes, it was suggesting me incorrectly. I should use get day to get 0 to 1. Okay, get day to get the day. Okay, get month should also work. And day of the month is there or not? What is date? Date will give me is 1 to 31. So get date is also there. Get hour should definitely work. Get hour, get hours. Okay, get minutes. So now what should happen is if all of these conditions are true, that means for current timestamp, the combination does work in the past cron expression. Okay, and in that case, we'll just for now we'll just console log the expression, the command that we had. If we have daemon tools, access to daemon tools, we can execute that command also. Console dot log command command at now dot timestamp. No, let's use now only at current time. Let's see console dot log. Let's see how it works. Should cron job this, and it's an infinite loop, so that's what I'm afraid of. Clear. What I'll do is I'll use the same thing and I'll use star 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 5 times. So that means every minute it should get executed. Let's see. Okay, we have an issue here. Command is not there, which is correct. Command is not there because it's part of past chroma expression. I know it's a complex code, but that's why I created it in two parts. So hello at this, okay. We should not execute it at every second. We should do it at every 60 seconds. Okay. This was second. This was 1 second. So it will be 60 seconds. Okay. So let's do this. Hello at this. Okay. Internal throwback error. The callback argument must be of type function. Maybe this. Let's wait for some time and see how it works. Obviously, we'll have to give 2 minutes, but if it worked, it's great. And obviously, you can optimize it in a lot of ways. I have a meeting in 10 minutes. But yeah, meanwhile, do comment, like, share, subscribe. It means a lot. Actually, it helps a lot. Let's see. Let me start the timer also. By now, I'm assuming that 20 seconds would have passed. But let me start. I'm starting my watch here. Let's see. Okay, so it failed. It failed. Let's see why it failed. Last few GCs. Okay. So now at this point, I know that I've written this code up to really good. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this and verify it in ChatGPT. Or maybe let's do Cloud AI. I should have written fixes. Let me help you improve this cron job implementation. There are a few issues to address in the current code. Okay. Okay, so first thing we could have easily checked whether it is a cron expression or not. And try cost this, the cron expression parser this. Schedule next. Okay. Interval. Okay. Set timeout. Run job. Okay. New date. Okay, it's trying to do other things, which is basically giving you the future dates. I will keep it simple. Missing function definitions, yes, which is fine. Should run this cron job set interval. This should work, they are saying. Okay, let's not use while loop, but this will work only once. Actually, no, this was correct. I don't need, there was no need of while loop at all. Just because this means that every 60 seconds this will get executed, which also means that this will automatically check the values and basically make sure that the cron job is running. Okay, so if that is the case, we should just return true here. Let's cut this here. Let's keep it here. Let's not do return true or false. Let's keep it simple. Okay. So now I'll run this again, but before I do that, I'll start my clock, reset, uh, start. So it should be roughly around this. Let's see. Obviously 60 seconds again waiting, but that's how it is. I could have changed it to minutes also. So I could have added one more value, which could have worked for seconds. I can do that. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that quickly. For now, we'll wait for 1 minute, but we'll do that second thing also. Okay, and after that, I'll be done. I know it's a long video. A lot of people won't view this fully, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please definitely let me know, so that I get to know that should I create such videos which only interests me, or should I just create basic videos again and again. But yeah, you can let me know your thoughts. Let's wait. It should be around 58, 59, or 60 seconds, or like 3 to 4 seconds up down. It can be anything around that. Just because I'm assuming I'm not that perfect that I started my timer at the perfect time. It's 54, 55, 56, 8, 9, and we got this. Great. And another one should have in another minute. But what I'll do is, meanwhile, I'll make changes to the code. So what I'll do is I'll include one more thing. I'll include second, get seconds, and we will not reset the seconds. I'm not saving the code right now. We'll include this seconds, second, FIELD, again 0 to 59. And because we have written code in such a way that now it has become really scalable also. So that's an advantage, that you have to put some extra thought process in start, but it works. I'll just save it afterwards. And if it is second, we don't need this also. So I'm not just saving the code right now. You can see 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, and another one. Great. And you can see it's almost perfect. So I'll just stop this one, save this one, clear. Now I'll just have to change this to, I want it to be every 5 seconds. So /5. Okay. So that we don't have to wear it long enough, but it is correct enough. Okay. Something is wrong in line 56. Let's fix that. Line 56. Okay. I removed the minute one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay. So we can see 56, 55. After again 0, 0, again 5. Now again 10, 15. So that way we have created our own cron job in JavaScript. Okay. I'm really happy. If you enjoyed this, do let me know. I can create such videos in various domains. So do let me know. Thank you. Bye bye.